What's going on, guys? It has been a hot minute. I'm adjusting to getting back to the States. I was in Portugal with my wife and my baby girl Aspen. They will be there for another month about, so I'll be trying to do more videos, trying to be a little bit more consistent. It's hard to get back in that groove when you get so far out of it. But anyways, we're back. I did say in a prior video that I was going to be slowing down on my purchases and stuff that I'm buying, but that doesn't mean that I have to stop making videos consistently. I have so much stuff that I've never really shown, and a lot of stuff. I try to open everything on camera, but a lot of stuff, especially that I ordered while I was in Portugal, I just didn't want to take any chances or wait, so I wanted to open it and make sure. So I've got a couple of those things here today. For the most part, the most important stuff that I got in. So this is very special. This is very special. Another thing that's very special is my first ever graded card return is on the way back. If y'all remember, I sent off a Shadowless Charizard to Beckett. I went to Comic-Con and I just stood in line and sent it to Beckett. I really wish right now I had just done several cards, but it was the first time I did it and I was nervous and I wasn't sure how much I trusted the process. So that card is on the way back. I can't wait to do a video just on that card and the grade that I got back. But this is a very important package right here. But before we get into that, I'm going to save that for the end. First off, let's talk about what you see here. These are empty booster boxes. We've got two of the most popular booster boxes here, in my opinion, in terms of the E-Series and the newer sets from the later 2000s, mid-2000s. We've got a beautiful, and I love the hollow pattern on both of these. This one's just more silver and shiny, but this one's really quite magnificent. Anyways, these booster boxes, brand new, go for about $40,000 to $50,000, maybe $30,000 on the Aquapolis. I know Skyridge is fetching like an all-time premium. So what I did is I wanted to bid on these. I was bidding on Expedition, Skyridge, and Aquapolis at one point, and everything got bought out under me. And it's funny because since then, I went to another seller and decided to just buy the boxes outright. But it's funny because the person doing the auction for these, for the Expedition booster box and these booster boxes, ended up telling me that the people that bidded on them did not go through with it. And that really bothers me because a lot of us are very serious about this hobby and collecting and putting our best foot forward financially for it. And then you get people just bidding up that have no intentions of buying this stuff. Anyways, that's just a little frustrating. And I did overpay for these. I paid for Aquapolis and Skyridge. Now, these boxes are pretty much mint condition, so that's also to be taken into account. I mean, there's no creases or anything. I mean, these boxes are pretty much flawless. This box has a tiny scratch that I didn't see till after it got here. It's right there. You guys can make that out, which was a huge bummer because I really did pay top dollar for these boxes. And I've considered getting another Skyridge box and selling this one. But you know what? I'm just gonna stick with it. There was full transparency. If I look back at the pictures, you can see that cut is there. I really didn't see it. And for how the seller is known as Rainbow Jim, they were super rude to me, honestly. They were super rude to me. They were like, you know, I said, thank you, sir, in my messages, and they were like, don't call me sir, especially when you don't know who you're dealing with. No thanks, I'm good on that offer. I offered like $750 for both these boxes, and that was a very fair offer. And it's just, I don't know if it's just eBay these days, but this is something I also want to do a separate video on. Why are eBay sellers so dang rude? I mean, I get it. You've got a lot of people offering you and flaking on you and yada, yada, yada. I deal with the same thing on my Mercari. It's the same exact thing. It's just business. You gotta learn to be nice to people. It's crazy because even sellers with a lot of feedback just are kind of rude. Anyways, I got these they were like 800 is my least, and I ended up doing that. Guys, stop. Stop. Get down. Get down. Get down from the couch. My dogs, ever since they've been back without Diana here, they don't have their mom, and they're just super obnoxious. It's like I can't do it as a single dad right dog dad right now. I can't do it. Anyways, I really wanted these boxes. There's not much to say here other than that the artworks on the boxes are really cool. You've got this Scizor, and you've got Suicune, you've got an Umbreon, and of course Lugia, which right now that is another one that is the chase card that I need from this set. I have the chase card I really want from this set, but there's a chase card that I need from this set, and that is the 149 out of 147 Crystal Lugia. I'd like that in like a PSA 4 or 5. I almost got a 7, but it's just too much money, and right now I need to focus on my financial goals. And we're also renovating the kitchen right now, so the house is kind of a mess. I just want it to be nice. I want the house to be really nice and renovated and good looking for when Diana gets back so that she's happy. But anyways, in terms of this, you've got all those Pokemon on the front. You've got that Octillery over there. You've got Entei on the back. You've got a Zapdos on the side. You've got a Porygon 2 on this side. I'm not the biggest fan of these animations on the boxes. To be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked that I paid as much as I did. But that's just the market, right? That's just how rare these are and how much they're going for. This one, you've got that Magmar, and you've got not Magmar. I'm forgetting what his name is. You got Jolteon and Ho-Oh, and you've got Kabutops, and I think that's like not Gligar. That's like the newer one. You got Omastar here. You got Aerodactyl on the back. And you've got Golem on the side here. And that's where that damage was. But yeah, not much going on with these. I just really wanted them for my booster box collection that's over here and down here, along with my display collection. These displays are priceless because without having to spend tens of thousands of dollars on the actual booster boxes that you might not even open, I'm able to have these opened and for display, and they look really, really nice. Next thing, so I'm looking at first edition Charizards, and it's really tough. There was one that I missed out on. It was a PSA 4 for $3,400. I thought $3,400 was a really good price for a PSA 4. I'm honestly thinking I should have upbid that, but again, my financial goals are really important. But my first edition master set is almost complete. I'm so close. I just need that Charizard. I don't know if I showed you guys. I think I did. The Blastoise that I got recently. I got a new Alakazam in a higher grade. But my Venusaur and my Blastoise both have these tiny little bends on the bottom. They're not even noticeable, and that's why they scored a 5 and a 6. But I'm just super bothered by it, so I'm already looking at 6s and 7s to replace those two with. But anyways, I've been looking at Charizards a lot, playing with different grades. I know I got a Shadowless Charizard in a grade 6 recently. I went the opposite end of the spectrum. I was just looking at Charizards in general and looking for the cheapest prices, and this was the cheapest price that I could get on a Charizard. It is a low grade. It is a PSA 3, but it's from one of my favorite sets, the Legendary Collection set. But it was $85 plus tax, plus shipping, so it ended up being like $90. I don't feel crazy good about it because I have purchased ungraded Charizards for like $90, $100 before that I feel like were in a lot better condition than this one. Um, granted, Granted, it is graded. It's $50 to grade cards right now. That's like the economy. So that is something to be taken into account. But I do kind of regret this card. The only reason that I wouldn't regret it or sell it is because it gives me an idea of what you could get if you get a PSA 3. You know, there are some strong PSA 2s and PSA 3s. But in this one's case, I'll show you guys the card. You're probably looking at it like, wow, that's a really good condition card for a PSA 3. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about the first edition Charizards. Like if I found a PSA 3 that wasn't too rough or didn't have creases, I'd be totally down. Unfortunately, this seller was not transparent, and this happens so much. And I'm not even leaving bad reviews. I just don't have time to do that. Or say, hey, you should be transparent as a seller and say, hey, even if this card's graded, it does have a crease. Because I did not see that. The card is really, really good looking for being a PSA 3. If this was actually how the card looked, the way it looks on camera, like if it did not have a crease in it, I would be thrilled with paying $90 for this 3. Because this is a beautiful card. It's slabbed. It's from Legendary Collection. It's cool. And it is that, original artwork. So on the back, first off, the back has got some dirtiness on it. It's got scuff right in the middle here. But I don't know if you guys trying to make it out. I know you can see that. You can see that crease at this bottom corner here. You can see that crease. You see how bad that is? Like now I'm thinking like PSA 3s and 4s maybe should be off the table for me. But I have gotten really successful 4s in the past. For other cards, like my Shadowless Starters, and just the first edition cards, some of those were 4s. I know I got a Mewtwo that was a 4, and it was spectacular. I know I got a Nidoking that was a 4, and that was spectacular. So I know that you can get really strong 4s. But anyways, in this case, the Charizard, the front looks good. You really can't see the crease from the front. It's hard to catch on here. If you have a really good eye, you can just barely see where it kind of bowed, kind of bended from the front. But all in all, that's why it got bid up, past $80. Because this, in my opinion, is a $75 card, $70 card maybe even $65 card. The grading really, it does preserve it. It affects the value, but at the end of the day, it's a creased Charizard. It shouldn't have gone for $85. But anyways, yeah, I've got to get this. I've got to get this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a sleeve. That's another thing. It wasn't sent in a sleeve. And then I have something very special to talk about, which is the chase card for Skyridge for that booster box. Yeah, see? And even though it's a 3, it still looks really, really nice once it's packaged and put in a nice little sleeve. I also, the front slab had a bunch of scratches, and I buffed out the scratches with some plastic polisher, so I highly recommend you get plastic polisher for your slabs to get them looking A1. Yeah, it's honestly, it's a beautiful card. Despite being a 3. Really, really pretty card. And I think because when you buy Charizards, it's hard to regret that, because Charizard is the most popular Pokemon. Everyone loves Charizard. Anyways, alright, coming up next, we've got this. What's inside here? This is a Charizard. This is a Charizard that we all are searching for from Skyridge. It is not the Crystal Hollow. It is the Reverse Hollow. The Reverse Hollow Charizard is a lot less sought after than the Crystal Hollow. But the kicker here is that the population of this card was very low. It was either in the 30s or the 40s for this particular card and this particular grade. My favorite thing about this, oh, I am just knocking stuff around. My favorite thing about this is that the packaging that this came in. So if you guys haven't, you really need to check out the eBay authenticity guarantee cards. No, there is no guarantee that they're truly going to be authenticated properly. I don't know if eBay is a joke or what, but this card is no doubt real. I just really like the packaging that eBay is now pumping out. I mean, this is outstanding for when you're paying this kind of money for a card, and they're doing this for like cards that I think are, you know, over 100 or 200 or 300. This card is an $800 card, but nonetheless, the packaging for this looks really good, and I'm definitely going to be considering ordering more cards with the authenticity guarantee. Check this out. This is a magnet, first off, right here. So that opens up, and this opens up, and it tells you everything about, you know, your package. And it says authentic, without a doubt. And then look at this. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. The way they packaged that for me. This is just outstanding. Alright, so we're going to take one. And these tabs, they're very easy to work with. There's nothing, everything feels very secure. You know, the back has a barcode and a you know, hollow pattern there that says, you know, void if open. And it's got a nice PSA sleeve. But wow, look at that reverse hollow. That's beautiful. This card is beautiful. Really, really a gorgeous card. And I really think all the colors that show in the reverse are one of the big reasons why I think this card is going to go up heavily in value, even though it's not the original Crystal Hollow. This isn't just a beautiful card. Yeah, that reverse is absolutely stunning. And this is a PSA 7. It was a really strong grade, and you know, I felt like this is probably one of the nicest cards in my collection now. The grade was just fantastic. But yeah, I'm gonna take this card out. I'm gonna take this card out now. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave everything in there. Well, I don't want to damage anything. It's got this official sticker and all. Don't want to damage that. I do, however, want to take it out and wipe it off. It seems to have some cardboard stuff on it. I'm gonna get that off, just so when I put it back in, it's nice and clean. There we go. This is as close as we get to seeing the naked card taken off that sleeve to get rid of the glare. Beautiful card here. Definitely the chase card and the Aquapolis box. So that's kind of what my focus was just getting that chase card and one of the most sought after artworks in the set. Really, really a nice card. That wraps up today's video, though. I appreciate you guys for checking it out. I really don't have anything else coming in at the moment. I've kind of come to a screeching halt so I can focus on my financial priorities. But I have a lot of stuff in here. I have a lot of stuff that I can go over, stuff that I can cover, particularly going over some theme decks that I really like, as well as these displays up here. I never did a video on those displays, so I'll probably just do like a front-facing video up close of these displays and the artwork because they're outstanding. And then I think one of my biggest purchases lately was definitely this guy because it finally completed my Shadowless set that I way put off overdue, and this is a 6, and it's a really, really strong 6. This Shadowless Charizard is absolutely flawless. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Charizards, lots of Charizards. Gotta love Charizard. Anyways, peace out, y'all. Y'all have a good day.